first, but you know that she's someone who can turn it around in a hurry.
Great open look there.
That's too much space to give a shooter like her. She works hard to get that space, but the defenders have to work harder.
Picked by Jones. Loud outside. Burke. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Febish. This one for 3. Robinson grabs the miss.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
And here's Cloud. Pass to Jones. Febish. Now Burke. Tries a 3. It's hauled in by Smith. Prince, defended by Stewart. Right wing. Screen by Smith. 6 to shoot. Prince. Here's Holmes. And the 3 off target. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot by Burke, no good. Here's Holmes. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, New York. Here's Burke. To the inside. Here's Cloud. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's the Mercury with the ball. Smith, she's covered by Cloud. The tray. Smith, no good. Outside, Stewart. Cloud outside. Back to Stewart. From out on the wing, she knocks it down.
Well, capable on either end of the pick and roll. Stewart taking it herself that time.
Smith outside. Good on the triple.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Cloud from 11 feet away. The second chance effort, and she lays it up and in.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Here's Smith, Prince a screen. There's the 3, and the Mercury another 3.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Cloud outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Showing that competitive fire. Natasha Cloud takes pride in coming back with a 3 of her own.
Smith outside. 3-pointer. Misses the shot. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you know, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
You had a tall task going up against Brianna Stewart and her team so early in the season, but you had a good game overall. Did it take you a minute to settle in and adjust?
You can watch all the film you want to prepare, but when you're playing Stewie for the first time, it's honestly it's kind of mesmerizing. So yeah, it took me a minute or two, but after that I held my own.
Did she say anything to you during the game?
Oh yeah. She said, "Welcome to the W," and after that she hit a 3 in my face. So not much I could do but laugh, but I'll return the favor next time.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Minnesota Lynx. From the city of Lakes, Minnesota, I'm Blake Suniga, courtside with Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz. We're ready to call the action tonight.
Now, fellas, how much importance do you put on these early season standings?
Well, Blake, if we're talking pro basketball, starting out strong, definitely more important in the WNBA than it is in the NBA, simply because the season is shorter, you have less time to figure things out.
I agree, which is why you have to credit these top teams. But you never know. There's still plenty of time for teams to rise or fall.
It'll be the Mercury off the tip. Smith outside.
Thomas a screen.
From about 10 feet out. Shot's good by Smith. Now here's Collier. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Copper. Back to Smith. There's the 3. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
It's easy to see Copper's phenomenal fundamentals. When she sees a wide-open shooter, she makes sure they get the ball.
And Courtney Williams, here we go. That one falls.
She burrows her way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Smith up top. She's guarded by Williams. Leah Copper from outside. And it's Courtney Williams with the rebound. First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. Count it.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
Pass to Brown. Back to Smith. Kept alive by Phoenix. Taurasi drills it from outside.
With a beautiful outside stroke, Taurasi strikes fear in the eyes of her opponents.
And here's Uhas. Pass to McBride. Smith with it. Back to McBride. Fires for 3. Mercury with the rebound.
Well, who doesn't love a guard who can be prolific while also being efficient? And that's what Kayla McBride does. She makes very few bad plays.
Well, it starts with great shot selection, right? She makes the smart pass rather than the flashy one. She keeps the turnovers to a minimum, and she's someone you trust to read the floor and make good choices.
Rebounded by Copper.
Nobody was anywhere close to her. She can't believe she didn't bury it.
Smith inside. McBride covering. Fires the 3. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now here's Williams, covered by Smith. To the middle. Rebounded by Copper. Phoenix in the lead. Pass to Taurasi. Back to Smith. Taurasi outside. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start that they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Count it. Good.
You love to see that offensive mindset from McBride, and fans are rarely disappointed with her intensity.
Now here's Thomas. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Have a defender near her.
Drive by Kayla McBride. Rebounded by Copper.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
To the paint. Pass to Smith. Launches a three. Rebound by the Lynx. They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Nafisa Collier for three. Hits it from three-point range.
A steady shooter from beyond the arc. Collier's presence on the floor helps space it. A big asset for this team.
Smith outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Boy, Brian, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Collier. Screen by Smith. Shoots it. The shot by Collier, no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Here's Smith. 8 points for her. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Rebounded by McBride. Jacks up a three. Another three for Minnesota.
With the smooth touch from outside, McBride's versatility leaves defenses pretty vulnerable.
Here's Smith. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Williams can't get it to go. Smith, right side. Here's Brown. From 8 feet away, she drops it in.
This defense looking soft early on. They've got to summon a little more energy and urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their rhythm offensively.
Now here's Juhas.
Pass to Smith. McBride. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas. Now Brown. Here's Smith. Now here's Taurasi. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
Boy, they're shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Yeah, how do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss right now.
Pass to McBride. To halt the run. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. And it's Courtney Williams with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here's Thomas. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Good on the three-point shot.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting?
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
Williams with it, covered by Smith.
Juhas with it.
Pass to Smith. On the wing, Kayla McBride. She's covered by Taurasi. For three, Kayla McBride. It's good from long range.
Well, she can give it as good as she gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship right now. Answers right back with the three of her own.
Smith, no good.
That one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Yeah, pretty clear. They've come out with the better energy and effort thus far.
Right outside. Back to Collier. Takes the three. Another three for Minnesota.
Zero fear. As soon as she gets the rock, Collier ready to fire.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
Now here's Collier. 6 points for her. Here's McBride. Happy to see that one go in. She is shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
Well, look, no matter what the score is, her attitude has been perfect. I mean, she has stayed in attack mode.
And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Slides right through for her 7th basket in 11 tries.
And the defense looks stunned. I mean, Brian, it is triple after triple.
Yeah, they seem powerless to stop it. Just hoping they cool off, I guess.
It's going to take more than hope, though. It's going to take some actual defense.
Absolutely.
Collier can't get it to go. Copper outside. Smith, she's guarded by Williams. That one drops for her.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
And Courtney Williams, here we go. And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Back to Smith. Copper. Screen by Smith. Copper, no good.
On the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
They're taking it to them. Feels like they've gotten every rebound.
The shot's good.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, her offense will be there for them.
Pass to Smith. Taurasi. The three-pointer is on target.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
McBride. It's hauled in by Diana Taurasi.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
Here's Brown.
Rebound by Juhas.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Outside Williams. No good on the three. And here the Mercury. 16-point lead.
They grab their own miss.
Thomas, good.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now Collier. She's got 8. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Mercury, up by 15. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And a very... offensively searching for first points of the game.
Morgan Smith.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside Powers. The three. Whitcomb grabs the miss.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control. Once again, the defense letting her get open at the three-point line. I don't know how you can allow that to happen in this game situation.
Shepard the screen. For three, Kayla McBride. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
And for Satu Sabali, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satu is more of a shooter, while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
Here's Heidemann. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
The efficiency of Powers' passing is great. Delivers the ball straight to a wide-open shooter.
Back to Smith. Outside Whitcomb. Taurasi. And the three ball is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
McBride outside. Pass to Heidemann. Shoots a three. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. Here's Taurasi. Smith. Back to Taurasi. The three. And the Mercury, another three.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Shepard, guarded by Sabali. Back to McBride. Pass to Shepard. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Taurasi outside. The three is up. Hits the three-point bomb.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
And here's McBride. Will it go? And the layup is up and in.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity, and they're getting excellent results.
You know, that's a winning formula, pounding the ball down low, being aggressive. You know, they're being very assertive offensively.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
Heidemann. Back to McBride. From outside the arc. No good there.
Well, after hitting those 2 3 balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second.
Whitcomb, that's good.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
McBride outside. Shoots over Whitcomb. And the basket by McBride.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Pass to Taurasi. Rebounded by McBride.
Great look, disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a strong interior presence, but she's got to finish those chances when she has them.
Here's Whitcomb. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Here's Carlton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Heidemann. Can't hit from in close. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Smith outside. Sabali. Here's Whitcomb. Good on the triple.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
McBride outside. And that one good.
Beautifully crafted for maximum efficiency. McBride's a natural playmaker.
Smith outside. For 3. And Carlton pulls it down. Here's Heidemann, covered by Smith, and the foul called on Smith. That is her first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Carlton. Outside Williams. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
No fear. Williams is normally the smallest player on the floor, but she can operate down low with her toughness.
Smith outside. From deep. That one falls through. It's her sixth make from the floor this game, and now 6 for 10.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You sense the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
Phoenix dictating the flow. Pass to Whitcomb. Up and in for basket number 4, and that makes her 4 for 5.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Now here's Williams. Tight defense on her. Here's Carlton. Pass to Smith. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Sabali. Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. She's guarded by Williams. Smith outside. Thomas a screen. The tray. And the Mercury, another 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Carlton. To end the run. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Phoenix dictating the flow. Smith outside. Whitcomb. Here's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Pass to Carlton.
2 minutes.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Mercury.
The ball goes to Phoenix.
And the Mercury making a change here.
To the lineup for Phoenix. Kalani Brown. Diana Taurasi.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Back to Smith. Now to Rossi. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Uhas.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And that one's good. Collier.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the 3.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've got an open look from deep, fire it up. You have my permission. She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Collier outside. Pass to Williams. From the arc. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
What a selfless decision by Collier. She sees someone with a better look, gets him the ball.
Thomas. And the layup's good off the glass.
What a passing display she's putting on.
She is spoiling us today. Just another incredible assist for the highlight reel, and the reel is getting quite long.
Williams with it from downtown. Will not drop. She's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. Taurasi outside. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Taurasi. She's guarded by Williams. Now here's Collier. 13 points in this game. Shoots over Taurasi. And the foul called on Smith. That's foul number 2 for her.
Second team foul.
Pass to Carlton. Second shot opportunity. Here's Collier. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Mercury just dominating this one. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Taurasi.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient the player has been.
Oh, it's a good thing she showed up today, because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
Brown with the screen.
Here's Smith. Basket number 8 for her on 13 attempts. That's a 62% clip so far.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Pass to Williams. Crafty move, and she takes it up and lays it in.
What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
Well, when you talk about Courtney Williams, her versatility is what stands out the most.
Yeah, she doesn't dominate any individual statistic per se, but she does well in pretty much every category, which is what makes her such a valuable part of this team.
Offensive rebound. Kalia Copper for 3.
That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
For 3, Kayla McBride knocks down the 3-ball.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Pass to Taurasi. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
And here are the Lynx now. McBride with the ball. 19 points in the game. Pass to Williams. This one for 3. That one is off.
They're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Smith outside. Now Thomas, covered by Smith. Now here's Copper. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Collier outside. Beyond the arc. And McBride is good for 3.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond the arc in the second half.
And that's just what the doctor ordered, and they're really using that prescription to their advantage. You know, those three-point bombs will really erase this deficit quickly if they keep it up.
And we weren't math majors, but 3 is more than 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, that goes.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside, getting past the contact and right to a look.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Collier right side. Mercury with the rebound. Now Smith. She's got 25. Shoots over Williams. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Smith. For 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Thomas a screen. Shoots over Williams. Smith, no good. And here are the Lynx now. Now here's Collier. She's covered by Brown.
Uhas up top.
McBride. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Smith. She's guarded by Williams. Smith outside. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Wide open. And the Mercury tack on 2 more.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Collier outside. From the top of the key. And Williams gets it to go. And here's Smith. 27 points for her. Pass to Taurasi. Smith. Back to Taurasi. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kalia Copper from outside. And Collier pulls it down. Unloads from 9. It's good.
Pulling up on a defender comes down to confidence, and Collier believes in her ability to beat any opponent.
Thomas, covered by Smith. Smith outside. Back to Thomas. That shot is off. Comes up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Down low. Shot's good by Smith.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Here's Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Diana Taurasi.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Napheesa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college. She was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And when it comes to defensive prowess, there's not too many players that can impact a game like Napheesa Collier.
It gets overlooked sometimes because of her offense, but Napheesa is outstanding on defense. She's the kind of player that opposing coaches have to game plan for at both ends.
Well, with how well Whitcomb shoots it from 3, these mid-range, they're kind of like gimmies for her. They got to be like layups.
Here's Carlton. And there's the foul. It's on Prince. That is her first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Collier. 17 points in the game. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Smith. And here are the Mercury. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Screen by Smith. To the left side wing. Pass to Holmes. Whitcomb. Here's Smith. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
They're having so much trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either.
That'll kill you, a differential like that from beyond the arc.
Here's Uhas.
Here's Williams. Add another field goal to her total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Well, offensively at least.
Here's Whitcomb. Smith outside. And the Mercury, another 3.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Here's Smith. Sabali. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, with her 6'4" length, Sabali can gobble up boards. Also has the energy to get that rebound and go up with it.
Pass to Juhas.
And here's Carlton. Now here's Collier. 19 points in the game. Now here's Smith. She's guarded by Williams. Now here's Sabali.
Rebound by Juhas.
Now Carlton. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Pass to Juhas.
McBride. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Here's Holmes. McBride covering. And foul's called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's her
At the
first
line
trip
for
to the
Mercury,
line.
Alexis Prince. 2 shots.
That one's off. So
Substitution on the court.
Smith outside. To the wing, right side. Pass to Prince. Outside Whitcomb. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Lynx. And here's Carlton. Here's Heidemann. And here's Carlton. Guarded by Sabali. Here's Carlton. And again, no good by Minnesota. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Mercury delivering the blowout. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Prince a screen. Pass to Holmes. Whitcomb. And it's off from three-point range. Here's McBride. And she drops in the layup off glass.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is dependent on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Sabali the screen. Here's Smith. No good with the triple. Outside Powers. Pass to Carlton. Now here's McBride. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the 3. Smith outside. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Sabali the screen. Tries from 10. Jump shot is good.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Sabali. And the Mercury with possession. Here's Holmes. Connects from three-point range.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Heidemann, covered by Smith. Outside Powers. Heidemann. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Fires from deep. Smith, no good.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Heidemann, no good. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. McBride covering. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Outside Powers. Pass to McBride. Inside. Now here's Powers. She's tightly guarded. And here's Heidemann. Stolen by Prince. Smith. Here's Holmes. And she's good on the 3-ball.
Guarding her on the perimeter, it might not be a priority for them right now, but it will be if she keeps hitting those.
Outside Powers. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth.
Bridget Carlton. First
Both teams will make substitutions.
substitution on the court.
And it's the Mercury with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Smith inside. Williams there. Courtney Williams with the defensive effort. Left side Powers. And the Lynx miss again.
That's a look you can't pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Back to Whitcomb. No one near her. And it's in.
Sammy Whitcomb.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Buries it from three-point range.
And you can see her confidence rising bucket after bucket from long range.
Outside Robinson. Whitcomb. Powers covering. Pass to Smith. Back to Whitcomb. Sabali. Right side Whitcomb. From deep. Robinson, no good. And here's McBride. Here's Shepard. The shot, no good. Nice D from Satu Sabali. Here's Whitcomb. That's in, and she's 7 of 12 now for the game.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Outside Powers. Back to Williams. Pass to Shepard. The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Kayla McBride. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. And the Mercury with possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Sabali the screen. Here's Smith. Gets it to go from downtown.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
McBride outside. Shepard the screen. Launches it. McBride misses.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Whitcomb. And the Mercury, another three.
And she had one in the first as well. And look, we all know that she can be dangerous from downtown. So the defense can't forget about her.
Courtney Williams for three. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
One made three for her in this game. Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
Now here's Smith. She's guarded by Williams. Count it.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I. She's definitely got that shot in her arsenal.
And so here's Phoenix. Smith outside. Back to Whitcomb. Lets the three fly. And the Mercury, another three.
Right now, the defense needs to work on closing out on her because she is heating up from outside.
Outside Powers. Pass to McBride. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. So both teams changing it up here.
And fun fact here, Brian, Aerial Powers is a gamer both on and off the court. Shout out to all our gamers out there.
Oh, yeah, and a serious one, too. Whether it's with a basketball or a mouse and a keyboard, she is a competitor. I wouldn't take her lightly in either arena.
Back to Whitcomb. Outside Robinson. She tries for three. Here's Sabali.
Rebound by Uhas.
McBride with the ball. Now here's Williams. Pass to McBride. Now here's Smith. Back to McBride. Three-pointer. The shot misses. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Back to Smith. Whitcomb. Smith, right side. Shoots over Williams. And she can't bank that one in. Here's Minnesota. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That one on Sabali.
Never scared to go down low, even at 5'8". Williams has guts. She'll take it right to the hoop.
2 shots.
And so she hits both.
And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. And just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing 3rd in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
Pass to McBride. From past the arc, it's hauled in by Smith. And it's the Mercury with the ball. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Back to Smith. Sabali the screen. Smith outside. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. Collier outside. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Third team.
I like Collier's ability to capitalize on a defender's mistakes. If you're not disciplined, she'll make you pay.
The Mercury making a switch here. And she sinks the second. And so here's Phoenix. Here's Smith. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now Collier. drops in the layup for 2.
With a laundry list of moves in her arsenal, Collier can pick and choose how she wants to beat defenders.
Sabally the screen. Here's Smith. And that one drops for her.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Williams. Defense right on her. Pass to Collier. The 3 ball. Yes. And it's Courtney Williams with the assist that time.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the 3.
Smith with it. Now guarded by McBride. Back to Smith. Robinson. Clock at 6. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Lynx. McBride outside. Pass to Juhas. Collier. Juhas sets the screen. Collier right side. It doesn't go for her. Smith. She's guarded by Williams. And here's Smith. Sabally the screen. Let's go with a 3. Cans it from downtown.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of 3s falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
For 3, Nafisa Collier. And the Lynx, another 3.
A great shooter from deep. Collier responding with her own trifecta.
Smith outside. The 3 is up. Off target. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them and an enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
This triple-double is a special one because you also broke Courtney Vandersloot's previous record for most assists for a triple-double in the process. Were you aware of that as you were finishing out the game?
Oh, I didn't until I got close to it. One of our assistant coaches mentioned it during a timeout, and I was just like, really? That's kind of cool. And then I just kept playing.
You were tossing passes out today like you were giving away free t-shirts at halftime. How are you able to get your teammates actively involved?
Honestly, all credit to the game plan going in. I knew what we were trying to do from a spacing standpoint and getting open shots, and it worked really well. I didn't really have to do very much on my end, honestly.
Courtney Vandersloot previously held the record for most assists in a single game with 18. You passed that tonight. No pun intended. Initial thoughts on that?
Yeah, Sloop makes it look easy, and she just does it so effortlessly, and honestly, I'm tired. It takes a lot of mental focus and court awareness. Definitely a career highlight, but now it's time to get ready for the next one.
How are you able to see the floor so well and find your open teammates?
Really just trusting my instincts as far as where I knew my teammates would be on the floor and in the right spot coming off screens. They were also the ones hitting the shots, so honestly, it was a combined effort.
Left 4J out on me. Want his head, put a water on me, know that's how I can